It's Week 8 of the National Football League. And we'll see the Mounties' versatile running back. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Mounties and the Shamrocks, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us across the Atlantic and along the River Liffey in the wonderful city of Dublin, Ireland. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one between the Toronto Mounties and the Dublin Shamrocks. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at these Dubliners entering play here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors from north of the border, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Well, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Mounties.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Toronto.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. Now a 2nd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards. And the Toronto first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. When you look at this defense, we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now they'll run it on the top. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
You know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, 107 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
They'll run on first down. Landry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Colbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side. Does the big boy have the juice? And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point attempt to come here. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Landry able to fight through one tackle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Colbert. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at about the 14. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd down at 7.
At the 25-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Fighting through pressure. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their 1st quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset. reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Colbert. And that will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It's taken to the 26. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 12. First down, Toronto.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football. Now a 2nd and 6 as they've got it as we resume action. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Toronto first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down, Mounties.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Mounties are able to add on to that lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Landry, agile footwork. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Colbert. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This now a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Colbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
Ball start. Offense.
And they'll accept that penalty. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Up the middle they go. Landry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13.
Operating from the gun. Colbert. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Watkins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Off the bootleg. Colbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Off the bootleg. Colbert. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got it. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Looking to throw. Colbert. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there. Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Colbert, and he fires one incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
A final shot before break. Colbert able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, Landry, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Colbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. He'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
He is just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Mounties take a 3-touchdown lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Dublin's offense now set to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Colbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Ball start.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Toronto.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Past the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 on the play.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 2-point conversions? That's difficult.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Colbert. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Landry. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Shamrocks are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the 2nd half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
Fielded at the 33. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Toronto's offense ready to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And they bring their punter out there now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen, they see the blocks happen, they feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot.
2nd and 5.
On 2nd down now, Landry, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got an open man. It's Scott. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Colbert going deep here for Landry. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
He's going to go up top again, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Murphy. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 99 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game,
2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again, Colbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Operating from the gun, Colbert. And that one to the right side and incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Mounties are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward?
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Mounties 37, Shamrocks 11.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Colbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw again. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Oh, what a move. Still on his feet. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Murphy. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Mounties start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Dublin's offense now set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Here's Booker on the catch. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. To the 43, 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Toronto, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dublin, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.